Hello students, today I am here with part 3rd of computer networking. My dear class 12 students, let's continue our computer networking with the network topologies. So how the computers can be connected. In networking we are talking that we are connecting two or more computers with each other. So by connection of that we can use that networking system. So how we can connect those computers? Let's see one by one. Network topology means what, that we'll see first. In order to form a network, computers and other communicating devices, example it is called as a nodes, must be interconnected in some layout. One structure, architect should be there. The layout of interconnection of devices in a network is called topology. This is very important. The layout, which layout we are using, which design we are using to connect these computers and devices like scanner, printer. So this is the technique, or that design is called as topology. The major types of topologies are star topology, ring topology, bus topology, tree topology, mesh topology and hybrid topology. From these first three are very important, and these next three, these are some advanced concept. As per the requirement, many people are making some changes in that first three. So that is the outcome of this new three technologies. The selection of topology for a network, it depends on the following factors: cost, flexibility and reliability. So cost, how it affect on that particular topology. See, the first part is their cost. It includes cable or media cost, and installation cost depends on the distance between those nodes. How much distance we want to keep, either in one building or two buildings we want to connect, or how it is, it depends on that. Then flexibility, second point is very important here. Flexibility, arrangement of the furniture and walls in the building may affect the selection of topology and media. It depends on your furniture, because sometimes furniture is already made and then we need to put our setup. So according to that we need to adjust this. So that flexibility is very important over here. Third point, reliability. Fault detection during network failure also affects the selection of topology. This is also very important. It should be very reliable. We should know that which topology is reliable to us. So let's move ahead for the first topology, that is bus topology. Let's start with the first topology, that is bus topology. In the bus topology, all devices are connected to a main cable that is called as a backbone channel. It is simple and oldest topology used in early days of the computer networking. When it was developed, it was invented, that computer networking. That time this was the first topology through which the computers were attached. You can see the picture at one corner, that one line is there, that is called as a backbone channel, and through that line, like at our house, that water pipeline comes, the main pipeline comes, and then different connections are given to these people, other people from that main pipeline. So it is also like that way. Let us see some advantages. Simple layout, and it requires less cables, because one very big cable is required and then short cables are required for that other devices. So it's very simple layout and it requires very less cable, not that much costly. Then it is easy to expand, since node may be connected at any point of the linear path. Anywhere you can connect the node. It is very simple, because main connection is there. On that main connection only you have to attach the new node or new different device. Let's see some disadvantages. Detection of fault is quite difficult, because there is no centralized control. Here no centralized control. At one place we should have the control, that is not available here, because only one big cable is there. In case of main cable or terminal fault, terminal means that corners, end of the cable, this one and this ends of the cable, the entire networks goes down. Main cable, suppose it is damaged, or any terminal got out of order, your network will be flopped. To cover a long distance, repeaters is needed to maintain the signal intensity. Terminator is required to terminate the signals at both end of the cable. That is disadvantages of this bus topology. So nowadays this bus topology is not that much used. Let's go for another topology, that is star topology, which is very, very important and famous, and it is mostly used in all kind of computer labs or any big companies. This topology is used. In star topology, each node is directly connected to the central device like hub or switch. It is most popular topology to form local area network, means LAN. In the picture you can see that star shape. At the center one device is attached, hub or a switch, and then through that all computers are separately connected individually. Advantages of star topology, let's see. First, it is easy to set up and expand. Very easily you can just attach a node easily in that hub or switch, your network will be extended. Easy to locate fault in case of network failure. If any node has got damaged or any cable is damaged, easily we can find it out. We can trace it out with the help of this topology. It offers centralized control over the network because central place the hub or switch is attached. So with the help of that we have the control at one place. Disadvantages: increases cabling cost since each node is directly connected to the center node, because every PC, every device is connected separately, so that separate cable is required for each and every device or node. So ultimately that cable cost is increasing. Difficult to expand due to limited connecting points at center node or devices. Difficult means we cannot easily expand, because suppose that switch is having 24 ports, hub is having 24 ports or 24 cable places. Only that many we can attach there. We have a solution there. One more switch we can attach, and then one separate cable will be attached to that switch, and then from there again we can extend that many ports or that many nodes. All nodes are dependent on central node. If the central device switch goes down, then the entire network breaks down. If your hub or switch is not working, if it is power off, your network is off totally. But overall this star topology is very important, very easy to understand, very easy to handle, and it is very famous nowadays. Next is the ring topology. You just observe the picture. Ring is there. On that ring all nodes are attached in a single cable. There is no need of any extra cable, main cable or any switch over here like this separately. In ring topology network, every node has exactly two neighboring nodes. All messages or data packets travel in a ring in the same direction and passes through each node. The message is taken out from the frame by frame, the receiver frame by the receiver, and the cycle continues. Advantages: simple layout and it requires less cable, because in a single circular design it is there, so single cable is required and very less cable is there. Easy to expand, that is node may be connected at any point on circular path. Anywhere you just remove that connection, attach their new one, it will work. Optical fiber is often used for high speed transmission. In this case optical fiber cable must be used. Disadvantages: detection of fault is very difficult, that is failure of one node will affect the whole network. Less reliable, that is a failure in the cable or any node breaks the loop and entire networks become down, because suppose A, B, C, D are there, B has not working, then A and C also will not work. Let us go ahead. Some advanced topologies are there after these basic topologies. This is a tree topology. It combines multiple star topology together on a bus topology. Here two topologies are used. We can say the hybrid, not hybrid exactly, but combination of two different topologies used in tree topology. In its simplest form, it only connecting port devices, hub or switch, are connected directly to the bus network and works as a root of the network tree. In the picture you can observe easily three hubs are there or switches, and then this topology shown like that way. On three hubs are on one line, one single cable, that is called as a main cable, main backbone cable or channel, and then others are in the star shape, like on one switch many pieces are attached. Advantage of this one more point is remaining. This bus star hybrid approach supports future expandability of the network much better than a bus or a star, because it's advanced technology. Advantage of a mesh topology. It is scalable, easier fault identification and isolation. Then disadvantages. Maintenance of a network may be an issue when the network spans a great area. If the backbone fails, the entire network is crippled. The backbone where that switches are attached, if it is failed, entire network will be broken down. Let's go for mesh topology. In mesh topology, separate cable is used to connect each device to every other device on the network, providing a straight communication path. You can see here like star and that different way it is connection. Mesh, like a mesh, we can say jali. Advantage of mesh topology: avoid traffic since each link can carry its own data and none are being shared. If one link breaks, the rest of the network is still functional. Easy to detect a problem in the network by discovering which device is having problems and examining the link that connects to it. Disadvantages: a lot of cables are needed because we have to form a mesh design. Too many cables means too much cost. Obviously, too many cables means complex network. It is very difficult to identify, difficult to set up. Let's move ahead. One last one is their hybrid topology. It uses a combination of any two or more topologies in such a way that the resulting network does not exhibit one of the standard topologies, example bus, star, ring, etc. You can see there is a mix up of all topologies. So bus, star, then ring also, everything is mixed up over here. So this is hybrid topology. It depends on the use of the particular customer, use of the particular user, how to use it. Let's move ahead for the two different concepts, MAC address and IP address. These are very important in networking field. So MAC address means what? A computer or a node on a network needs a network interface card. We have seen in previous session that about NIC card or LAN card. Each LAN card has its own 6-byte physical address assigned by the manufacturer, called media access control address, means MAC address, and it is for its identification purpose. MAC addresses are 48 bits, hexadecimal numbers like mm, SS, like this way. So in the network, the MAC address uniquely identifies each node on network segment and allows frames to be marked for specific host. This MAC address is very useful to identify the system on a network. This never changes when the machine, that particular device is manufactured. That time this address is given by the manufacturer. MAC address is a permanent physical address and does never change. Example of MAC address is 00:A0:C9:12:C5:32, like this, in 6 pairs of 2 digit and alphabet mix up and separated by separated by colon. So 6 pairs are there for MAC address. Let's move on IP address. IP address, it is also very important address over here. All the computers on a network follow the some set of rules, means protocol, for communication to each other. One of the most common protocol is TCP/IP. Internet also follows this protocol. Each machine in TCP/IP network needs to have a unique 32-bit address called IP address. This IP address may be static or dynamic. Static means which is permanent. Dynamic means it is changing time to time, depending on the network or service provider. In TCP/IP network, IP address number is known as Internet Protocol version 4 IPv4, that is there in our system. At the time of practical I will explain it more easily to you people. This version theoretically ensures 2 raised to 32 possible addresses. That also we'll see in practical session. So example, you can see in red color it is shown there, 208.77.188.166. This number never increased, never crossed 255. It is always in the range of 0 to 255. Okay, let's move ahead on the domain name. That is also very important thing. See that in short I will explain to you domain name and URL, these things is there. Domain name is a group name assigned to a web server or a website. Domain name usually contain top level primary domain or subdomain. Example, cbse.nic.in. So where .in is a primary domain and nic is a subdomain of India. IN for India. Like that, top level primary domains are like this way: .com, .org, .edu, .gov, .net, like this way. And country codes or country domains are .in, .ca, .jp, .nz, .us, etc. You can understand by their shortcuts. The complete unique address of the page on a website is called as URL, Uniform Resource Locator. In that blue color it is shown there, HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol :www.cbse.nic.in/welcome.html. So this is called as a domain name. Okay, let's move ahead. Now let's see types of network. Exact type of networks we are going to see here. A computer network may be small or a big as per number of computers and other network devices linked together. Thus network vary in size, complexity and geographical area spread. On the basis of geographical spread, network may be classified as these 4 ways: PAN, personal area network; LAN, local area network; MAN, metropolitan area network; WAN, wide area network. Let us see one by one. Personal area network means PAN. PAN spread in proximity of an individual. Individually it is used. Cover an area of a few meters of radius. It's small area it covers. Set up using guided media, USB cable or unguided media like Bluetooth, infrared, like this way. Owned, controlled and managed by a single person. For example, a network of devices such as computer, phone, MP3, MP4 player, camera, etc. Transferring songs from one cell, means one mobile, to another mobile is a PAN of 2 phones. Personal area network of 2 phones. By Xender we are transferring, by Share It we are transferring, by Bluetooth we are transferring. This is the way of transferring. That is called as a PAN. Transferring files from a PC to an MP3 player is PAN between the two. Like these are the examples of PAN, personal area network. Let's move ahead on second one, the local area network, LAN. LANs are most frequently used or discussed networks. Everywhere, most of the places LAN is used. It is one of the most common, one of the simplest type of network. Even in our computer lab also LAN is there. It is designed for small physical areas such as office, group of buildings, etc. Any of different type of topologies can be used to design LAN like star, ring, bus, tree, etc. Characteristics of LAN. Which are the characteristics? Which are the good things? Private networks means no need of regulatory control. Private network operate at relatively high speed, very high speed, 100 Mbps, 100 Gbps. It depends on the use, depends on the devices, media. Ethernet, token ring, etc. type media access controls are used. Connects computers in a single building block or a campus. It's very, overall it is very important. Let's see some advantages and disadvantages of the LAN. Advantages first we will see. It is resource sharing, software application sharing, easy and cheap communication, centralized data, data security, internet sharing. These are the advantages of LAN, and which we are using every now and then. It's very useful in our day-to-day life. It's a part of our life nowadays. Disadvantages we are going to have a look over here. High setup cost, yes, privacy violations, data security threat, LAN maintenance job, it requires maintenance, and then it covers limited area, small area. For example, a networked office building, school or home, sometimes one building can contain a few small LANs, like some schools have independent LANs in each computer lab, like our computer lab. Okay, let's move ahead on the Metropolitan area network. Metropolitan, MAN. MAN, it spreads within a city. It covers an area of a few kilometers to few hundred kilometers radius. Set up using all guided and unguided media. Guided means wired with wire, and unguided means wireless, Bluetooth, infrared, any other way, even microwave, radio waves also. Owned and operated by government body or a large corporation. It can be operated only by government body or any big organization. Example, a network of school or banks or government offices, etc. within a city. A MAN is usually formed by interconnecting a number of LANs and individual computers. Example, I can use this MAN connection this way. In school, in my computer lab, I can connect that computer where I am sitting in Kalwan city, far away, suppose 4 kilometers away from my school. So at my house, in my computer also I can have the connection from that computer lab to this. This is called as a metropolitan area network within a city. Let's go ahead for the fourth and very big network type, wide area network. As per the name, it is very wide. WAN, slightly more complex than LAN. A WAN connects computers across longer physical distance. The internet is the most basic example of WAN. It connecting all computers together around the world. Because of the WAN's vast reach, it is typically owned and maintained by any single person or owner. Characteristics of WAN. Let's see. It covers large distances like states, countries, continents, across all over the world, you can say. The communication medium like satellite, public telephone networks, etc. and routers are used to establish the connection. Satellite is must because worldwide it is there, so we need to use such a different devices, different media for connecting that network. Example, a network of ATMs, banks, national government offices, international organization offices, etc. spread over a country, continent, or covering many continents. So this is very wide. Let's see some advantages and disadvantages of MAN. Advantages we'll see first. Long distance business can connect on one network. It shares software and resources. This sharing we have understood at the first lecture only. Messages can be sent very quickly to wide range of nodes. Hardware devices can be shared. So these are the advantages of WAN. Let's see some disadvantages. It needs a good firewall to restrict unauthorized access. When the connection is worldwide, there are chances to get hacked or to interrupted by unauthorized people. So we should need such a device like firewall, so we can restrict those access of unauthorized users. Setting up a network can be an expensive, slow and complicated. because all over the world we need to set up that network, so it is little bit slow. Next is there it maintaining a network is full-time job. For that we need some technicians, because maintenance is always going on all over the world, it is spread. Security is a major issue when many different people have the ability to use information. Yes, it is also right that because many different people, many different organizations, different departments, those people are using this network, so ultimately there is a point of security. We need to have the secure network. With the help of that we can do our work very nicely, efficiently. So here one table I have made for a comparison. In short, in one glance you can have the comparison of all network types. So some parameters I have set here and their types are there. You can observe here. Parameter is their area covered, networking cost, transmission speed, error rate, network devices used, and technology or media used. Let's see one by one. Area covered. In PAN, small area up to 10-meter radius. A small area is there. LAN, a building or a campus up to 10 kilometers. MAN, a city up to 100-kilometer radius. WAN, entire country, continent or the globe, all over the world. Networking cost. In PAN, negligible, nothing. Just a device is required. With the help of Bluetooth and infrared we can use it. Next, in LAN, inexpensive, little bit but not that much expensive. MAN, it is expensive because devices, terminators, cable, that things are required over here. In WAN it is very expensive because maintenance is very big and the things are required for that WAN connection, so many things, and costly. Transmission speed. In PAN it's high speed, even in LAN also high speed. MAN it is moderate speed, and in WAN as comparing to this all low speed. Error rate. In PAN lowest error rate, LAN also lowest, MAN moderate, and WAN highest error rate. I just explained you about that security, so that can be considered as an error also. Network devices used for these networks. See the PAN, in that WLAN, USB dongle can be used. Then in LAN or WLAN, hub or switch, repeater and modem can be used. In MAN, router, gateway can be used. In WAN also same way, router and gateway is used. Router for giving that particular route, setting the easiest path, and gateway is there connecting two different type of networks that is required. Technology media used for PAN, infrared, Bluetooth. LAN, Ethernet, Wi-Fi. In MAN, optical fiber, radio waves, microwaves can be used, and in WAN, microwave and satellite can be used. So this is the small comparison table. So here I am going to end this third part of computer networking. Very soon I will bring that part fourth of this computer networking, because it is a very vast subject and I don't want to finish in hustle and bustle. So you people watch this video very carefully, twice, thrice you see, you make running notes of this topic and you learn some concept very carefully. See the differences between that different network types, topology types, devices of networking. These all things you need to see very carefully and sincerely. So till that time, enjoy, stay home, stay safe, be happy and do study. Bye bye.